In the year 2026, if you plant chili peppers in the right spot, bad luck will gradually fade away and wealth will finally have a place to settle inside your home. Hello, I am Master Quan. The year 2026 carries a powerful energy. Everything moves faster, your work, your emotions, and even the flow of money. If your living space is not arranged properly, the flow of wealth energy will pass by quickly without staying. Feng Shui, in this case, is not about hoping for luck. It is about creating a strong anchor point for long-term stability. Chili pepper plants are a very special choice for this year because they embody three important elements: vibrant energy, strong color, and liveliness. However, not every place is suitable for planting chili peppers. If placed in the right location, the chili plant helps stabilize the energy, brightens up the space, keeps things tidy, and supports your ability to hold on to money. If placed in the wrong spot, the plant will not work its magic. In fact, it could even cause the energy in your home to become chaotic and difficult to control. In this video, I'm going to reveal the best places to plant chili peppers in 2026. I will explain clearly each location, why it works, and how to apply it easily in your everyday life. Before we begin, I invite you to leave a comment with a positive affirmation as a way to actively open the flow of wealth starting today. You can write, "I welcome wealth into my home and allow it to stay." If you find these insights helpful and practical, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, Master Quan, Feng Shui for Modern Wealth. You will continue to receive simple yet deep guidance to help you keep your money, grow your money, and live with more peace every day. When it comes to chili pepper plants in Feng Shui, the first thing you need to understand is that this is not just a decorative plant. It is a living being that can directly influence the way we feel, our daily rhythm, and the energy state of our living space. In modern Feng Shui, chili pepper plants are seen as activation points, places where life energy is clearly expressed and easily recognized. The red color of the chili pepper is one of its most important features. In Feng Shui, red is not only the color of luck, but also the color of alertness and intention. A space with the right touch of red tends to feel warm, alive, and free of stagnation. With chili peppers, the red does not come from an inanimate object, but from a living organism. This makes its impact softer, more natural, and longer lasting. It does not overwhelm your vision. Instead, it quietly encourages focus and a positive mindset. Next is the growth pattern of the chili pepper plant. The fruits usually grow in clusters, pointing upward neatly and clearly. In Feng Shui, upward and gathered structures symbolize accumulation and continuity. That is why chili pepper plants are seen as symbols of abundance, flow, and consistency, not because they produce many fruits, but because the way they appear is orderly and rhythmic. Another important aspect is the connection between chili peppers and daily life. Chili is a common spice, closely tied to meals, warmth, and the feeling of being nurtured. In Feng Shui, elements related to food and daily routines deeply influence the sense of safety and stability. When a plant carries both vital energy and real-life relevance, it creates a natural connection between people and their living spaces. Lastly, chili pepper plants reflect the environment around them very clearly. In a bright, tidy space with a stable rhythm, the plant thrives and bears fruit easily. On the other hand, if the space is messy, stagnant, or neglected, the plant will visibly struggle. That is why chili peppers are not just symbolic, they serve as living indicators that help homeowners understand the energetic state of their home. Once you truly understand the Feng Shui meaning of the chili pepper plant, the next question is no longer whether to plant it, but where to plant it. The same plant, if placed in the right spot, can lift the energy of your home. But if placed in the wrong location, its benefits will be nearly non-existent. Right after this, I will show you the best places to plant chili peppers in your home so the energy can stabilize and wealth can find a place to stay. The first location, the balcony. The balcony is a direct bridge between your living space and the outside world. It is the first place where sunlight, wind, and natural energy make contact with your home before flowing into the rooms inside. This makes the balcony an ideal location for chili pepper plants. It provides plenty of natural light, consistent airflow, and steady wind patterns. All of these help the plant maintain strong, steady, and lasting life energy. In true Feng Shui, for any object to be effective, it must be alive and carry real energy, and the balcony meets all those conditions. Another major advantage of the balcony is its ability to channel energy gently and in an orderly way. When chili peppers are placed here, they not only absorb life energy, but also soften any intense outside vibrations. They help convert this energy into something more balanced before it spreads into the home. This mechanism is especially useful during years of strong, explosive energy like 2026, when the pace of energy and wealth can be fast and unstable. Chili peppers on the balcony help regulate that rhythm, bringing a sense of order, control, and security to your entire living space. In terms of layout, the chili plant should be placed where it is easy to see, does not block walkways, does not block light, and does not make the space feel cramped. A neat, well-maintained pot of chili peppers instantly creates a sense of order and control. It reflects how you manage your life, your energy, and your finances. In Feng Shui, this sense of order is just as important as the plant's life energy because it connects directly to your mental state and your ability to maintain steady fortune. The balcony is also a place where people interact visually every day, even if just for a moment. Seeing a healthy and vibrant chili plant serves as a reminder to care for it, to maintain a daily routine, and to take charge of your space. Feng Shui is not about separating people from their environment. It works through the repeated relationship between what we see, how we feel, and what we do. The balcony is where this connection naturally and effectively happens. It helps life energy spread out, keeps the rhythm of life in order, and gives wealth a foundation to settle long-term. The second location, the front door. The area in front of the house is one of the most sensitive spots in Feng Shui because it is where the energy flow begins. Every form of energy, whether emotional, practical, or financial, has to pass through this area before spreading throughout the home. That is why placing a chili plant in front of the door cannot be done randomly. But when done right, this location becomes one of the most powerful in stabilizing energy flow. Some people hesitate to plant chili peppers at the front door because they associate the word spicy with something negative. But true Feng Shui does not work based on wordplay or feelings. It is based on shapes, colors, and actual energy states. A healthy chili plant carries clear life energy, bright colors, and a tidy form. When these qualities appear in the right spot at the entrance, they help the incoming energy become more focused, clear, and organized. Planting chili peppers in front of the door works best in spaces where the entrance is open, filled with natural light, and not blocked. In such cases, the chili plant acts like a gentle activation point, helping the outside energy adjust before it enters. This is especially important in 2026, when the general energy is fast and strong and can feel overwhelming if not properly guided. One important rule for placing chili peppers at the front door is that they must not create a sense of blockage. The plant should be placed in a moderate-sized pot, slightly off to the side. It should not block the walkway, interrupt the line of sight, or make the entrance feel cramped. Feng Shui values smooth flow. Any feeling of obstruction at the main door can disrupt energy circulation and cause delays in both daily life and finances. Chili plants placed at the front door also need more care than in other locations. Yellowing leaves, dry branches, or a dirty pot in this area send out a negative energy signal. In contrast, a neat, healthy fruit-bearing chili plant creates an immediate impression of proactivity, orderliness, and strong life energy right at the entrance. This is the foundation that helps the energy entering your home stay stable and easier to maintain. It is important to understand that placing chili peppers at the front door is not about blocking or chasing energy away. It is about creating balance. Feng Shui does not encourage fighting with outside forces. It aims to receive energy selectively and transform it gently. When a chili plant is placed correctly at your front door, it acts like a natural buffer zone where the energy flow is softened, guided, and brought into your home in a more balanced state. The third location, near a window. Near a window is a highly recommended spot for growing chili pepper plants especially in homes without a balcony or a space that directly connects to the outside. In Feng Shui, a window is not just for letting in light. It is an important energy exchange point, where the flow of energy moves in and out more gently and regularly than through the front door. Placing chili peppers near a window gives them steady, natural light that is not too harsh, which helps maintain a balanced and lasting life force. This condition suits chili plants perfectly because true Feng Shui emphasizes that a plant only works when it grows in harmony with its natural rhythm. A healthy, well-balanced plant brings a sense of stability to the space around it, which in turn supports mental clarity in daily routines. Energetically, the window is a place where airflow is constant but moderate. Placing a chili plant here allows the energy to be gently filtered before it flows into the room. It is not about blocking or holding energy back. It is about softening and organizing the flow. The chili plant serves as an in-between point, helping the space inside avoid sudden shifts or imbalance. Another advantage of the window location is visibility and consistent presence. People can easily see the plant every day, creating a habit of caring for it, adjusting the space, and keeping it tidy. In Feng Shui, this repetition is very important because it forms a direct link between human actions and the energy state of the home. When the area near the window is bright, clean, and filled with life, the entire atmosphere in the house feels lighter and more open. However, planting chili peppers near a window requires attention to balance. Do not place the plant too close to the glass, where temperature shifts could affect it. Also, avoid windows that rarely open or receive too little light. The ideal window offers consistent natural light, some ventilation, but not strong wind. Feng Shui never seeks extremes. It always aims for a state of balance and moderation. The fourth location, the backyard. The backyard is often overlooked, but in Feng Shui, it is the foundation of long-term stability. If the front door represents beginnings and the balcony represents reception, the backyard symbolizes your ability to hold and maintain what you have. This is why planting chili peppers in the backyard carries a different meaning compared to front-facing areas. Placing chili peppers in the backyard is not about attracting or activating energy quickly. It is about stabilizing the energy that has already entered the home. When chili plants grow well in this area, it shows that the back of the house is bright, well-ventilated, and regularly maintained. True Feng Shui always sees these qualities as signs of a space capable of sustaining a strong and steady life rhythm. The backyard is usually more private and quiet. A well-cared-for chili plant in this space brings a sense of peace, strength, and patience. This is especially important for anyone seeking financial or emotional stability. When the backyard is clean, full of life, and not neglected, it often reflects a solid foundation for day-to-day life. When planting chili peppers in the backyard, make sure the space has enough natural light, is not too damp, and is not fully covered. Chili plants do not thrive in stuffy environments because compressed life energy can weaken the plant, creating a feeling of stagnation throughout the space. Feng Shui always values flow, even in areas that do not get much attention. Another key point here is consistency. Since the backyard is not always visible, a chili plant in this space requires intentional care. Keeping this area tidy, clean, and full of life not only benefits the plant, it also creates a sense of overall peace throughout the home. Feng Shui is not just about what is visible. It also reflects how much we care for the behind-the-scenes parts of our living space. The fifth location, near the front gate. Near the front gate is a space for moderation and filtering, not for strong activation. In Feng Shui, the front gate is where external energy first approaches the living space but has not yet entered it. So, what is placed in this area plays a role in preparing and guiding the energy before it flows deeper into the home. When you plant chili peppers near the front gate, the plant is not there to attract or hold wealth. It is meant to soften and stabilize the incoming energy. A chili plant with healthy life force, a tidy appearance, and bright color creates a gentle point of balance that prevents the energy from becoming too rushed or chaotic. This mechanism is especially useful in entry points that are constantly affected by external forces, like the gate. However, this position should only be used when the conditions are right. The front gate must be clear, not blocked, not damp, and not too dark. The chili plant placed near the gate should be in a small pot, easy to manage, and positioned slightly to one side so it does not cause any obstruction. True Feng Shui always values flow, because anything that gets in the way at an entrance can disrupt the overall rhythm of energy and create delays in both daily life and finances. One thing to keep in mind is that chili plants near the gate must be well maintained. Yellow leaves, tangled branches, or a dirty pot can give off a sense of disorder and lack of care. On the other hand, a neat, clean, healthy plant sends out a message of readiness, structure, and mindful living. In Feng Shui, these kinds of signals have a much longer-lasting impact than purely decorative elements. Planting chili peppers near the gate is not about making fast changes. It is about reducing the intensity of outside energy so that the space inside can maintain a more steady rhythm. The sixth location. In the kitchen. The kitchen is the center of energy and activity in a home. It is where fire energy is the strongest. According to Feng Shui principles, fire represents action and passion. But if not balanced, it can also lead to tension, impatience, and unstable finances. Placing chili peppers in the kitchen is a way to regulate and harmonize the fire energy, bringing more order and balance into the space. Chili peppers carry wood energy. In the five elements theory, wood generates fire. When placed in the kitchen, the chili plant not only adds life energy, but also guides the fire energy to spread in a more stable way. It helps prevent energy from becoming too explosive or scattered. This is why the kitchen becomes such a perfect spot. Chili peppers help manage and balance energy right where fire is strongest. Lighting and ventilation in the kitchen also play a key role in Feng Shui. The chili plant should be placed near a window or in an area with soft, indirect sunlight. This helps maintain steady life energy without the plant getting burned or overheated. Light air circulation, along with the life force of the chili plant, softens the energy in the kitchen, creating a sense of calm and control for everyone cooking and living in the space. The placement of chili peppers in the kitchen also helps support daily routines and steady habits. When the plant is healthy and vibrant, it becomes a visual cue of positive energy. This encourages people to keep the kitchen clean and organized, reflecting how well they manage and regulate wealth energy in the home. Once you have chosen the right location, the next step that truly determines long-term effectiveness is how you plant and care for the chili pepper plant. Placing it in the correct spot is only the beginning. Whether the plant thrives and maintains strong life energy depends entirely on how you nurture it every day. First, pay attention to the soil. Chili peppers grow best in loose, well-draining, and clean soil. Soil that is too compact or holds water for too long can suffocate the roots, slowing growth and compressing life energy. In Feng Shui, the roots represent your foundation and stability. That is why the soil must allow the roots to spread naturally without restriction or waterlogging. Next is the planter. It does not need to be too large, but it must be big enough for the roots to grow comfortably. A pot that is too big tends to retain too much moisture, while one that is too small makes the plant weak quickly. Feng Shui always aims for balance. A balanced plant will emit balanced and steady energy. The pot must also have proper drainage holes. This is a crucial detail, as trapped water is one of the biggest reasons life energy becomes stagnant. Light plays a key role in the life energy of chili peppers. The plant needs daily natural light to stay healthy, but the light should be consistent and stable. Sudden changes in lighting, or leaving the plant in harsh sun for too long, can stress it out and affect the overall energy in the space. Feng Shui discourages extremes. Sustainable life energy always comes from harmonious daily rhythms. Watering should be kept moderate. The soil should stay lightly moist, not dry and cracked, but also not soaking wet. Overwatering weakens the roots. Underwatering interrupts the flow of life energy. Instead of watering on a strict schedule, you should observe the soil and the plant's condition and adjust accordingly. This act of observation creates a connection between you and your living space, something Feng Shui deeply values. Fertilizing should also be done in moderation. There is no need to overdo it or fertilize too frequently. If the plant grows too fast, it can become unbalanced. Feng Shui does not favor sudden bursts of growth. It values steady, healthy development. A chili plant that grows slowly but strongly, with naturally green leaves and well-formed fruits, is a true sign of positive life energy. One very important but often overlooked factor is pruning. Dead leaves, weak branches, or overcrowded shoots should be removed regularly. In Feng Shui, getting rid of what no longer carries life energy is how you keep energy from becoming scattered. A tidy plant can focus its energy on the healthy parts and create a sense of order and intention in your space. Keep the area around the planter clean. A tidy space helps energy flow freely. We have covered all the key spots for planting chili peppers in 2026. Remember, the plant needs your care to thrive. True Feng Shui is about creating the right conditions, not relying on luck. Before we wrap up, I invite you to leave a comment with a positive affirmation as a way to activate the flow of wealth starting today. You can write, "I welcome wealth into my home," and allow it to stay. If you found this sharing helpful and practical, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Master Quan, Feng Shui for Modern Wealth. Here, you will continue to receive simple but powerful guidance to help you maintain strong energy, keep your money, and live more peacefully every day. Remember, wealth does not come from luck. It comes from how you arrange and take care of your living space. Now, you have everything you need to grow chili peppers the right way in the year of the Fire Horse, 2026, and build a strong foundation for your fortune and energy. Start today and feel the positive changes in your home day by day.